Hello, and welcome to Hollywood Headlines. I'm your host, Theo Vella, and on tonight's episode, we are going to be talking about the latest news in Hollywood, starting with the announcement of the nominations for the 67th Annual Grammy Awards. Hollywood Headlines starts now. Before we get into the show, I would like to take a moment to thank Tara Karosik for being today's guest. The 2025 Grammy nominations are here. This year's female artists are dominating the Grammys, with 11 nominations for Beyonce for her album Cowboy Carter, a new record since her 10 nominations in 2007. Alongside Beyonce, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, and Chapel Roan are nominated in all three of the Grammys' top general categories: records, songs, and album of the year. Another three notable artists picked for nominations in the top categories: Charli XCX, Post Malone, and Kendrick Lamar for album and record of the year. Tara, are you excited for the Grammys? Because I know I am this year, of course.
I'm extremely excited for the Grammys. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, again, like the Grammys is another great awards ceremony. It's just such a great combination of all these amazing artists and amazing people coming together. And I personally, I liked some of the Grammys. I am still mad about 2018 Astroworld not winning Album of the Year, but I'm still a little biased about that. But yeah, it's overall, I think it's gonna be good.
Wait, what won for Album of the Year in 2018?
That was Cardi B on Album of the Year.
Okay.
Well, the Danger album, I think it's called, one of those albums. Yeah.
No, but this year Album of the Year is gonna be a bloodbath. I think.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of good contenders up there. I hope Billie Eilish. Well, I think Chapel Roan should take everything home. If she leaves there with 15 Grammys, I'd be really happy. But I think Billie Eilish should get Album of the Year just because Chapel's so new. I don't think that, and niche. Like, I don't think that many people will vote for her. Not really. She's a pop star, but.
Yeah, I mean, recently, like, more pop music has just been a really, really mainstream listening, and it feels like a lot of people that I know and I talk to around them know these artists. And I will say, I actually kind of do like Sabrina Carpenter's music. I vibe with it a little bit. I like its upbeat and its tempo. And she has a really good voice too. So, I mean, yeah, she's definitely in the mix. Obviously, Taylor Swift is always in the mix for anything, and obviously Beyonce. Who can't, Beyonce is amazing.
I think we should take a moment to thank Beyonce.
Exactly, again.
All right, well.
The highly anticipated fifth and final season of the Duffer Brothers hit Netflix series Stranger Things is getting closer and closer to its 2025 release date. Netflix released the episode titles for the final season on a teaser on November 6th, which is also known as Stranger Things Day. The teaser began with the list of 8 episode titles. These titles include The Crawl, The Vanishing of, The Turnbow Trap, Sorcerer, Shock Jock, Escape from Camelzotz, and The Bridge, and also The Right Side Up. The video then ended with a quote, "In the fall of 1987, one last adventure begins." The teaser confirmed the suspected time jump to be a reality, with the events of season 4 taking place in March of 1986. David Harbour, who plays Jim Hopper in the show, also teased that the finale is the best episode and had, quote, the cast uncontrollably crying, end quote. Tara, are you a fan of the show, and are you excited for season 5?
I am a fan of the show, yes. And I am pretty excited for season 5, except I didn't watch part 2 of season 4.
Yeah, I mean, I love the show. Like, it's actually such a one of those great Netflix shows that at first it went so under the radar, and then people really started to watch it when season 2 came out, and like it just got so much hype building around it. Basically just snowballed down into what it is now, and it's awesome. Like, I love it.
So good. I remember, like, I started watching it when season 2 came out, and like I remember putting all my friends onto it. It was so good.
Yeah, for like I will say, like, the villains, or like, the people they're fighting against, it seems like they're so broken. They're so OP, and like you don't understand how these guys can go, like these kids and Steve my boy Steve, shout out Steve.
Love Steve.
You know, these guys can fight these massive creatures and these demons from, you know, another dimension. But it's such an amazing show, and I love it so much. I can't wait for this 5th season.
Yeah, I mean, not that I can't wait because I didn't really even finish, so I won't be like waiting for it. But I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, and I'll probably finish the 4th season before it comes out.
For real. I mean, I'm definitely gonna go back and watch season 4 to get, you know, sort of get back to the background of it. But again, like it's so awesome. I just love this show so much. Mm-hmm. When we come back from the break, we'll be talking about the 500th episode of Dancing with the Stars. Hollywood headlines. We'll be right back. Dancing with the Stars is back after missing a week due to the presidential election. The episode that aired on Tuesday, November 12th, was the show's 500th episode, which had the stars performing routines that were based off iconic dances from past seasons. After the shocking elimination of the Bachelorette star Jen Tran and her partner Sasha Farber, as well as Dwight Howard and Danielle Karagash, there are now only 5 remaining couples in the competition. The couples left are Danny Amendola and Whitney Carson, Joey Grazadale and Jenna Johnson, Chandler Kinney and Brandon Armstrong, Ilana Mayer and Alan Bernstein, and Steven Nidorozic and Riley Arnold. These 5 couples will attempt to make it to the finale on November 26th, where one of them will win the Len Goodman Mirrorball Trophy. There are 2 rounds of dances as a special treat for the 500th episode. The second round was called the Instant Dance Challenge, where the couples did not know the dance style or the song until approximately 5 minutes before they performed it. Tara, do you keep up with this season? And if you do, who do you think is going to win?
I do not keep up with Dancing with the Stars that much, but I think it was this season that Anna Delvey was on it, and I did watch that. That's the only episode of Dancing with the Stars I've watched.
To be completely honest with you, I only watched like clips of it, but it's only of the clips of like the basketball players and the football players being so uncoordinated with dancing. Oh. And like there's some of these like behind the scenes shots of these guys, like say a guy like Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is almost 7 feet tall. Like how can a man like that move and dance like that on a stage in front of like so many people? So like that's the thing that like blows my mind, because the choreographics and the choreography behind it is so cool to see. Especially in behind the scenes like shots of it.
No, I don't know if you know who Anna Delvey is, but she's not a dancer either, and she got eliminated first, I think, but she's not a good dancer either. So I think that was like my version of watching people who are kind of really bad at dancing. Like,
yeah, exactly. Well,
but
yeah, like for sure. But I did a dance. I did a group dance one time, and it took me about 2 months to learn the dance, but imagine what these people have to go through. I feel like it's a physical test almost.
Oh my, it is. And that like challenge round where they have 5 minutes to learn the dance, like that's insane.
I don't know how people do that, especially when you're doing it live on air.
What do they even, I almost want to watch, like what, like were they able to do anything?
Who knows? Like you never know. Like these people are so, I think the showrunners are very, very good at what they do. Because of that, like they come up with so many cool ideas and stuff. Mm-hmm. November 6th marks the passing of African-American actor Tony Todd. Todd was best known for his roles as the titular killer in 1992's Candyman, and for his roles in various films such as The Crow and Final Destination. Todd was also a highly renowned voice actor, lending his voice to roles such as the Decepticon Dreadwing in Transformers Prime, Zoom in CW's The Flash, and as Venom in Insomniac's Marvel's Spider-Man 2, leaving an impact on the film and TV industries, as well as the horror and drama genres in general. Todd was 69 when he passed. Tara, do you recognize Tony Todd from anything you've seen? And any comments on his recent passing or performances?
Well, it's very sad that he passed.
Yeah, it's very, very sad.
But the only name I recognized from that was Final Destination. I mean, I recognize a lot of the names, but I only have seen like one of the Final Destination movies.
Yeah, I have not seen Final Destination, but I do know he was very, very good in Transformers Prime series. It's one of those actors that, again, is very, very good at acting and also doing a great job being a voice actor as well. Like you see so many actors nowadays becoming more of like voice actor roles, and say like Invincible, like, you have guys like Steven Yeun, I think that's, Steven Yeun and J.K. Simmons, like their voice acting is so amazing. And especially like Todd, like as well, like you can recognize his voice popping out from any other character in Transformers Prime for sure.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen, but
Transformers Prime is a very good show. I love
okay.
it. I love, Max. People in the background love Transformers. I love Transformers too.
And then was there anything else you recognized him from?
Not necessarily, to be honest with you. I feel like he's one of those actors that he was in so many good roles and so many movies that you don't really recognize the names. More so, you recognize the face of the actor. And it's very sad to see another great voice actor and actor passing away for sure.
Yeah.
When we come back from the break, we'll be playing One of These Things Is Not Like the Others. Hollywood Headlines will be right back. Welcome back to Hollywood Headlines. Since Dancing with the Stars had their 500th episode, we're going to play a game called One of These Things Is Not Like the Others. Tara, I'll be giving you 10 seconds to decide which dance was not created by a couple on the 500th episode. Tara, your options are Riker Lynch and Allison's contemporary To Work song, Jana Kramer and Gleb's Argentine Tango to Hands to Myself, Jordan Fisher and Lindsay's Quick Step to Chuck Berry, Charlie D'Amelio and Mark's Viennese Waltz to A Glimpse of Us. Tara, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
You look so ready for this. All right.
Yeah.
Your 10 seconds starts now.
I'm going to assume Charlie D'Amelio was not on Dancing with the Stars this season.
I think she was.
Was she?
I actually think she was.
I thought she was on Broadway right now.
Is she on Broadway? All right. What's your guess then? Is it Charlie D'Amelio?
I mean,
There we go. And the answer is Jana Kramer and Gleb's Argentine Tango to Hands to Myself. You know what?
Oh, wait, you know what? Maybe if I did some thinking, I would have noticed that like those don't go together.
Yeah, they really don't. I mean, Gleb, that's a name of a name of a TV show character. I would never. Some weird dance names, yeah, for sure.
I really didn't know Charlie D'Amelio was on.
Yeah, she was. I do remember seeing something about that. I think she was out in like the first two, or like the first round or something.
Okay.
I do know that for a fact.
Okay.
Well, that's all we have for tonight's episode, but make sure to come back next week for the latest news in Hollywood. A big thank you to Tara Karosik for coming on today's show. I'm Theo Vella. Have a great weekend, Millersville.